What's going on? We are back in my backyard and another incredibly humid day in Phoenix. You guys probably remember the glorious, go down you bastard. You guys I'm sure remember the AF60 LRs. Well, I got some regular AF60s. These are just the regular Airfiber 60, the non-long range one, just like the regular 60 gig radios. Why did I get these, you may be asking? Because right on the other side of this mountain, I have a subscriber that from the tower, she can get connection, but the Fresnel on the 5 gig is too fat, it's too wide. So it's kind of hitting the mountain. Her connection was kind of garbage. It wasn't good. It worked, but wasn't good. Well, a couple weeks ago, actually probably closer to a month ago now, she messaged me because it wasn't working at all. Like her connection was just gone. And come to find out, some trees and stuff had gotten in the way. So got those trimmed, and I told her, hey, if you buy these 2 radios, get out of my ear, you little bug. If you buy these 2 radios and let me put a couple other radios on the tower with them, I'll hook you up with really good internet. 5 gig would never work very well there. I mean, it would work, it did for a long time, but because of the Fresnel, would never be good. 60 gig though, has a much smaller Fresnel. According to everything I can find link planner wise, it goes right over there no problem. So it should be a much better connection for her. So she bought the radios. They're going up tomorrow. I brought them home just so I can get them talking and get them set up and stuff. So when they go up, we don't have to monkey around with getting them connected and everything else. Theoretically anyway. I mean, anybody that's used Ubiquiti any knows that this usually doesn't work, but thought I'd try. So here goes nothing. Thought you guys may like to see one of these unboxed, so I didn't do one of them. Not a whole lot to it, but nice squishy foam, that's good. And the dish, which actually looks very, very similar to this. Yeah, I think it's the same. And then a box with your mounting stuff and the feed horn and all that in it, which is right here. Looks very similar to the LRs, just the regular one doesn't have these other supporting arms, so that's really the only difference that I see, like hardware-wise. Turns out that it does have the little supporting arms. Really, the only difference physically is the end of the feed horn is all fancy on the long range and not on the regular. Other than that, they look pretty much identical, really. Until you pull the back off, and you can see on the back it says Airfiber 60, where on the other one it says 60 LR. Other than that, they're pretty hard to tell apart, really. You just gotta look at the feed horn. Another thing that's a bit different is the mount. This mount's a lot more basic. This one on the long range has a lot more complicated and sophisticated of a mount. This one is just a piece of metal that kind of you move back and forth, and a U-bolt. And that's pretty much all you get with that. Okay, I originally intended to mount these on my handy dandy little pole things here, my little tripods, but this is too skinny. I'd have to crank down the U-bolt for like ever, if it even would go far enough to crank it down at all, and I'm not doing that. So we're gonna janktastic it up. We're gonna use some good old Rubbermaids and hope that I can get it at least close enough where they'll connect and, you know, work for a second, so I can make sure that they work and configurations and right and everything. You know, they're super close, so it should be fine, but yeah, janky like usual. Speaking of janky, I plugged this into another extension cable a second ago and it started crackling and making noise, so that was cool. Sounds good with this one, so arming the nugget. Here goes nothing. Come on, get in there. Get. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't hear any noises. The light's on. Faint as always. I see the light on there, so I think we're good. Okay, I don't know what was up with that other that other extension cable. But now comes the configuration part. Yay. I'm going inside to do this. I don't need to be out here for this. It's hot. You have to connect to the Wi-Fi first. I thought the thing worked off Bluetooth, but apparently not. Go away. Do it again. Come on. Login not supported. Found devices with firmware 2.0.1. Minimal firmware version supported for login is 2.1.1. Please upgrade your firmware. How am I supposed to upgrade the firmware if I can't log into it, you dick? Let's see if this idiot says the same damn thing. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Oh, no. In the box. Okay. That's doing things now. Let's go find out. Come on. I don't care. Come on. Why are you doing that? Really? Come on. I'm connected to it. Firmware updated. Okay, get the newest firmware. Are you gonna let me do it off the frickin' phone? That'd be nice. Well done, Ubiquiti. Well done. Well, apparently you can still do it on this one, so that's good, I guess. Okay, got everything all set up in here. Wasn't really a whole lot to see. I just went in wireless, did the SSID and the wireless password, and then went in network and did the IP for the management. So yeah, nothing crazy. Now it is time to plug the other one back in and see if I can do the same, because all I need is for them to connect. They can update and shit once they're connected and plugged in. So I finished plugging in the IPs and stuff on that radio and switched it over to access point, because that one's a station. One of them has to be an access point. And there we go, all connected. And I mean, the signal's god awful, but I mean, one's pointed at, you know, the ceiling and the other one's pointed at a wall. So it's not going to be great, but it doesn't have to be. Just wanted it to work. So we're all set and ready to roll for tomorrow. I'll do all the little tweaks and, you know, we'll get everything aimed and all that stuff obviously tomorrow. Today, just wanted to make sure they talked, so we don't have to do that, you know, on the tower and on the roof, and it's a pain in the ass doing it then. So now I know they talk, they're all set. Now I'm going to show you why I'm doing this, because I also have, in this Ubiquiti box right here, 2 more Light AP GPS sector radios. And what am I going to do with those? Let me show you. So for the like 3 of you out there that don't know, my tower is right around here. The subscriber I'm talking about is right over here. And the shot goes right over this mountain right here. And it's kind of hitting this. The 5 gig Fresnel is kind of hitting this right here. So that's why the 5 gig really, it'll never work very well. But the 60 gig will. And with the new sectors, I'm going to have one going out this way, because there's a whole bunch of people around here that I can't get to because the mountain's in the way, that all want service. They've reached out to me. I keep having to tell people no because I can't get to them. Well, I'll be able to after this. So I'm going to have one sector going down here, and I'm going to have another sector going kind of like this, kind of like mostly north. Because there's a road right here, right around here, because this is Baseline, which they now call Cesar Chavez Drive for some unknown reason. It's freaking Baseline. Baseline Road is like the main road in South Phoenix. It goes all the way across. And all these big neighborhoods, of course, have internet, of course. Except for this one little street. There's one street right here that doesn't have anything. It's the craziest thing. This street right here, 33rd. It's so, or 32nd rather. It's so strange. Hell, 33rd might not either. But I want to be able to serve all these houses. I already have a sub and a sub, and they were both telling me that none of these houses have any internet. And I'm like, right off of baseline? What, how? So I'll be able to serve all of them, and I'll be able to serve everybody over here, and she's going to get a better connection as well. So it's kind of a win-win-win, but that's what's going down tomorrow. I will try to bring you guys along, and if I can, I will make another video, and that'll go up next week. So until then, you know the drill. Like, share, sub, all that happy horse shit. Later.